Hello everybody, this is Gary Marr, your instructor for SAS 116, and what I wanted to do in this screen capture lesson is to review the appropriate use of flowchart symbols. One of the things the book does very well is show you how to use Visio for drawing flowcharts, and that's really what this course is all about, is Visio. But it doesn't take a lot of time explaining the appropriate use of a flowchart symbol. For example, you can see from this flowchart I have a capsule on the top that has the word START in it. There's also on page a similar capsule that says end. You could also put exit in there. That's, for the most part, standard way of developing a flowchart. It has to have a start, has to have an end. The appropriate symbol is a capsule. My particular example here is not like the one that you have to do for class, but it's close enough, I think. You have a square, which is a process, or a rectangle, which is a process symbol. This is used for assignments, making something equal to something, or any kind of calculation. You also have parallelograms, which are essentially data elements, both input and output. And this is essentially just a rectangle turned on its side. In this case, what I'm using it for is to capture inputs regarding questions I'm going to be asking asking the user of this particular program, information about their name, their shipping street, shipping address, etc. Okay. This particular diagram is long enough so that even though logic is identified on one page in text, the actual diagram spans a second page, so that's where you have these off-page references. If I go to page 2, what I will see is the end of my dialogue capturing information. I'll have another parallelogram which will indicate what I want printed out. Okay. Finally, a diamond. A diamond is what we call in programming a Boolean expression, something that will equate to yes or no, or true or false. And what I've done is simply added a step in there that asks you, do you want to end the program, or do you want to ask for another shipping label, another piece of shipping information. This is more or less kind of simplified. I do not believe all of the dialogue questions are in here. I think what I did is I put just a few in there for illustration purposes. And that's all this is used for. This will help you get started. If you have any questions, let me know. But what I expect to see in the diagram is a start and stop symbol. The calculations for overtime pay will probably be inside the rectangle. Any questions you ask or outputs that you make should be in a parallelogram. Okay, there's the outputs, the inputs were on the previous page. And then finally, you will have a diamond when it comes to determining whether or not the person worked more than 40 hours. If they did, you're going to calculate overtime along with their pay, and if they didn't, there is no overhead. Hopefully this helps. I would also say there's probably literally hundreds of videos on the correct construction of a flowchart on YouTube. I would use those also. Since this class focuses on Visio, we're not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I thought it was appropriate that we spend a few minutes just to talk about what these symbols should look like. Thank you.